Hello, welcome everybody to Fight Night Lights Out, the very first edition of the brand new FGC series brought to you by Wisdom. I am Ajax and I am joined by the one and the only Cola. How you doing, bro?
Ooh, I'm feeling real good when you introduce me like that because we got some fights tonight, people. And what better way to introduce Wisdom into the FGC than the king of fighters? Now, this game is popping. It's hot. It's super spicy with the red dot. I'm telling you, this thing is exploding. And we got something different than your usual, normal tournament. We got some teams on the line with some big competitors. Let's see who'll stay fine. But I think we need to talk about how different it is, Ajax. Run the, what's going on with it?
Yes, we do. It is a round-robin format that's going to be taking part across 4 weeks. It is 4 teams of 3, and every single player on each team will be competing. Every single match win that you get is going to count towards your seeding for the final week, which is finals day. And if there are any tiebreakers, each individual round will matter. So you got to make sure you're coming in. You got to represent for your team, and each team is locked before they actually start. So there's no change-ups, and that change-up for all these teams leading to $10,000 worth of total prizes, Cola.
Sheesh. That is not some scraps. That's a lot. And I'm telling you, stacks make savages. 10K on the line, split up with 1,000 or 4,000 for first, right? For second, 2,400, third, 2,000, and fourth, 1,600. That's a lot to play for, split between the teams. And at the end, only one can win and get that top spot. You definitely want that top, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, we have a lot of top competitors out here. If we look at the teams and the players on these teams, they're seasoned veterans, okay? Not unseasoned, but very seasoned veterans. And speaking of seasoned veterans, we got Kizzie Kay coming through from one of the captains, along with AndyOCR and Rosa. I'm getting ahead of myself because, man, I'm so excited. Tell me about the next one while I catch up.
And you talk about that season, and man, we got the Sasona double all over the place. We got Coach Steve, Yurikov, and Teiga. Both of these teams very strong all the way through. You got multiple champions. You got Guilty Gear champion. You got Samso champion. You got Rosa, a prior second place Evo 2016 KOF 14 champion himself. But Coach Steve, formerly known as Insane, is insane at that. Man is so good. But you got Toxic Teiga coming off of that top 8 recently for NLBC, and of course Yurikov being an all-around gamer, knows how to put it to the work. But our first round match this week will be Team 1 versus Team 4. It's gonna be Justin Wong, Rome himself, and Reynald going up against the opposing team. Justin Wong, we know him, we love him, we've seen him for years, always pioneering multiple different meta style teams. Rome himself, a commentator, also an excellent player, and you already know we got bias. We want to see the commentators thrive out here. And Reynald,
let's go.
Reynald, strong. That Joe is going to put in some work if it's still on that team post this DLC, coming off of a win at NLBC. But how are you feeling about the opposite end there on the side of Team JMCrofts?
Dog, I'm feeling that as team content creator. They about to make content out of you. You know what I'm saying? JMCrofts, Diaphone, and Violent Kain are super strong competitors. Even though they are more in the content side of things, they're super strong with it. I'm saying someone, especially like Diaphone, who breaks down the game at such a high level, understands all the facets of everything about the game. Like I saw him just do a guide recently. Go check that out too. And as well as Violent Kain, who's been doing a lot of work over at W&F. So, these are a mix of competitors, content creators, and things like that, but they're all high level players. That means you're going to be getting high level action. You had pointed out that we're going to be getting possibly the DLC team. So honestly, we were doing research before, bro. I have no idea who's going to pick who. I'm going to be real with you. I have no idea.
You know what? Let's get some hearing from them. Let's go ahead and take a look and listen to the teams. Right now, we got the team captain of, we got JMCrofts and we got Justin Wong chilling in here. JMCrofts, we're going to throw the mic to you first. We don't want to hear.
How's it going, guys?
Nice things. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great.
That was too nice.
I'm awesome. I'm excited.
So, how are you feeling about this team lineup that you got going on here? I like the pick of Violent Kain. I like the pick of Diaphone. What really brought you to getting them on your team?
Yeah, I don't want to cast any shade here, but I was a little bamboozled, I will say, coming into this. I was told, they were like, listen, it's going to be great. All the captains are going to be content creators. You guys are going to recruit players for you. I was like, sweet, let's do it. And then I come in. Who are the other captains? It's Justin Wong. It's Kizzie Kay. It's Coach Steve. Where's this come? Guys, I don't top 8 tournaments. I'm not out here winning tournaments. They all are. So, you
got a good one, though. You got a good one, though, in Violent Kain, who do be winning tournaments. Now, we also have Justin Wong himself on the mic. He is not on the camera, but Jwong, we're being nice about things right now, but I saw what you were doing yesterday with some of the DLC stuff. How are you feeling about your team, and how are you feeling about if JMCrofts team looking a little free, you happen to feel like the shade is not really working?
You know, JMCrofts is an amazing player. Don't let him lie to you about it. He is a tournament player. I see him enter tournaments all the time. I am a content creator just like JMCrofts. So when it comes down to it, we're both the same breed.
I can't hear what
obviously we
Justin's
have
saying
Reynald,
for
who's
whatever
a
reason
evil
on the call,
champion, and Rome himself, man, he's been put on the map on the East Coast scene for King of Fighters. So, you know, I'm just glad that they were, you know, agreed to team up with me, because, you know, these content creator life is hard out here to try to get these really good players to join your team.
So JMCrofts, I just want to tell you what Justin said. He said you're free.
Okay.
He said you'll never reach him in battle at all. He said this is easy work, easy clap like that. He said, you know what? You might as well not even come up to the bat like that. That's what he said. He said it with the bars like that. So that's what Justin said. Maybe not like that. Maybe it was a little bit calmer, but it seems like you guys are competitive.
The only time I've ever beaten Justin, like, straight up in a fighting game is when I can pick BB Hood Juggernaut in Marvel 2. That's the only way I can do it. But you know, we haven't played in KOF 15. We haven't played since like day one. I've been on the grind, Justin. I think I might be ready. But more importantly, I think my teammates are ready. I got some killers, man. Don't sleep on Diaphone and Violent Kain. Those guys are amazing. So hopefully they can carry me.
No, 100%. No carries are going to be happening. Thank you so much for joining us for this interview. We're going to get ready to get you both set and ready to go for the first round of this tournament. Cola was 100% right. Definitely everything was all perfectly accurate. We'll be seeing you on the sticks, on the ones and twos momentarily. We're going to see these teams that were locked in preemptively by the admins, so we know what the lineups are. Nobody else is supposed to know, but now we get ready to get ready to get into that. But before we do that, we're going to make some predictions. So, starting things off, I'll go ahead and take it because I decided to throw it on the spot. I'm not going to throw you on the spot.
Go ahead.
Early on, this one is going to be, it was a rough pick. It was hard because you look at Reynald and you look at Violent Kain. I forgot for a second. You look at both of those and you look at two tournament winners recently, right? We talked about the content creators, but these guys have been putting in that work. However, with the strength and the history of jwong and what he has done and exactly how strong Reynald looked at NLBC, my first prediction for this week goes to Team jwong.
Wow. I'm going to have to play contrary. I'll have to get the glasses. Well, actually, I think team content creator, I think they're going to take the victory right here. I do think that, you know, someone that can break down again the game, like Diaphone, who does it so quickly, we have a very strong asset. Violent Kain has been putting in a lot of work. And JMCrofts, he's got something to prove. Even though it was behind that nice guy attitude, I know people like you, JMCrofts. You're nice outside. We get hands on the sticks, hands on the man. I don't trust people like you. So I think
that's a smart move with it.
Demon in the bracket. Yeah.
That's the smart with it too, because you go up to them like, hey, you want to run a few tests? Hey, yeah, sure. Hey, you want a money match? It's like I'm new to the game, man. I'm new to the game, but then all of a sudden they're running your whole pocket. So I'm looking forward to it. And also, you already know Diaphone. If there's waifus in the game, he's gonna be thriving. That's the way it is. You already know.
We're gonna be real.
We're being real with you for a minute.
We're real. Look at his guides. Look at his guides. Who do they focus on? We saw Eno and Guilty Gear. Vanessa, if you go up there.
Biking of late.
Biking. Oh, listen, they're good guides. They're very in-depth, but he is spurred by a certain thing. There's nothing wrong with that. So Diaphone, again, he's got a reason to break down the games, and he's got that season, and I'm excited to see him play. You know, one person that has been also doing the work too as well. Again, Violent Kain out was in that fight too. A lot of work out there.
Man.
Having to fight one of the strongest parts of the King of Fighters scene. You know, just Mexico is difficult to deal with it, but my man's out there. He fights back like that. So if you are grinding with those competitors who are probably the strongest part of the King of Fighters scene, you something different. You something different out here. You ain't no below champion level player.
No. Yeah, you talk about KOF, you got to talk about the Mexican scene, man. You got Violent Kain, you got Rosa, you got Guerrero running around. Like, they are too strong. But talking about Violent Kain, just coming off of another victory at Tampa Never Sleeps just the other day, taking it over. I forgot already. Core Values. That was a great reset, getting it and closing it out. That robber is disgusting. Like, I don't know what other way to put it. And also one of the few KOs we're seeing do it at the high level too. And of course, closing it out with the Terry. Now that's if we see it, because we did all get a surprise, literally all of us, when they decided to drop the DLC overnight with no
Makes no
warning.
sense.
But it is in fact, it's a content-based kind of tournament, right? It is a showcase.
Yeah,
We want
yeah,
people to know and get to see a bunch of stuff as we get things going. So I'm actually here for it. Did get to take a look at some of what people were looking at with Jeanette. Rock Howard should be on almost everybody's team. That character's got tag privilege. I don't know what else to say.
Pro tag privilege. After how many games he's been absolute ass, it is time
finally
to buff the man. He deserves it. You saw the last game. People were like, oh, I can't wait for it. We saw Maximilian have a million videos for that character back in King of Fighters 14, and they came out. He was fresh, and now they even gave him the privilege of playing the character. Say, listen, we did you wrong. I'm so sorry. Rock has dropped. He's super good. In fact, all the DLC is really good. In fact, I think Jeanette is probably maybe the weakest, but that's like weakest of really good. That's still exactly top shelf right there. That's so very.
We got Gato too is like another immaculate player, really good at mid-range game too. So if you got good footsies, you got good center stage control, and you were going to be bodying people with Gato. And also, I've already seen people pulling off like 5-bar TODs, man. That character got some dumb damage output. So that could happen. You never know. JMCrofts' next video might be, I bodied jwong with Gato week 1. So who knows?
Yeah, you might be right. It might be the reverse. Like, Justin goes, I heard the tournament with Team Garu. Like, it could happen. Like, that is actually the first time where I've seen a team where all three of them together could actually work. I have not seen a team in this game so far where, like, the straight, like, story team works as like a competitive thing that we've seen recently. Like, it's usually people spreading out things or playing one of the top tiers and putting them, interspersing them in there to kind of back up their weaker characters. This time it looks like you can play all three and be solid. Like, and it kind of sucks because I was not expecting to like this team at all. Like, personally, I was not expecting to like Rock like that. I'm like, bro, Rock's on my team, Gato's on my team, and it might be on my team maybe, but if we still have DLC coming in like a month or so, my boy Geese, he got the suit. He looking big with the he's like,
yeah, Geese around the corner. And also, by the way, the match is around the corner for the chat, just so you know. We're just getting the players situated in the lobby. We'll be with you in a moment on that, just getting everything ready to go to make sure everybody's online. And remember, every single player will be fighting up against each other. After the first round starts, we're going to go ahead and break down who they will be, what the set order is, because no matter what, it can't change. So at that point, there's no surprise. We know what's going to be coming up at that point. But actually, you know what? I'll leave it. Then again, just in case people are listening in and the players don't know who their opponent will be yet, we'll keep it off to the side. We'll only talk about the first one. The first one being the captains. It's gonna be jwong versus JMCrofts. So off the rip, no waiting at all. We are swinging as we get ready into the first game here.
Oh my God! Look at the team. Look, there's no DLC. But I see right here is the first battle of Fight Night Lights Out, people. King of Fighters. Let's get it. If you haven't, tweet out, let the people know what's going on. Give some love for Wisdom to come through. We're going to come through with some fantastic action. Man, oh man, I'm so upset because the narrative has been smashed to the ground. I wanted to see some DLC, but I guess the stacks on the line, you want to stay fine and stick with what you maybe came with before. And someone like Justin Wong has been playing a lot of characters, man. Right?
We talk about Team Waifu, right? Like, so just as a clarification for everybody, it is actually jwong on the right-hand side, and JMCrofts is on the left-hand side. JMCrofts, we talked about this pre-show before, where he's actually been putting in a lot of videos on Elizabeth. Feels very comfortable with Elizabeth. Elizabeth has really good corner carries too. But if you look on the other side, the queen of corner carries, you get hit once by Vanessa, and you are going all the way to the side.
And she can melt you with just like a bar and a half. Doesn't really need much, and she has many ways to do it. Jump CD is a fantastic button. You see the uppercut coming through, and this is how it starts. Jump CD, gets meaty with it. Look at the re-jump, gets a conversion. Oh my God, the bar at the bottom. We cook it. Butter.
That's so disgusting, because jwong didn't even wait. Everybody immediately in that spot usually goes 2B. Just poke, just punch low, catch him slipping. But instead, jwong going for so many jumps early on, that's going to matter as the conditioning keeps going. But it's JMCrofts who has the corner. It's going to be some good damage.
Let me see it, though. We out of there this way. Didn't catch the roll. Yo, caught his roll. Look, I like the fact that we see Justin looking for these defensive options to catch, but the big jump in, didn't find the finish, and Justin still seals it. He had it in his hands.
That's so important. JMCrofts had the first character. He had Vanessa ready to go, but it's Clark. It's Clark. Look, in a past life, Clark was a UPS employee, man, throwing your packages everywhere. All you need is just one scoop and a dream, and that should be it right there. Even if things up, not even wasting any second, pure damage and no health taken already, Cola.
Good job right there. That means you get to save all that health, and that's a big resource in these games, right? As y'all see right here, if y'all are new to King of Fighters, you have 3 characters on both sides, and the health is returned with the more time that you have right there. So as much as you want to keep solid. You can't OCV characters or an entire team. Let's see if that happens as Cross is getting into him. Oh my God! Break the back out. Give me one more.
Wasting no time. Just running right back up. Also, chat, I got to teach you a fact real quick. This is the best color for B. Jeanette. That is not disputable. Thank you very much. But B. Jeanette has also great carries. Now, one of the things that we talked about, it's a little bit weird with B. Jeanette that you got to get used to early on, is that you have to like whip dive kicks, like a second hit of dive kick on some of your corner carry routes. So I think we're going to see jwong keep it simple, keep it clean like so. That should be enough. Yes, it is. That was really good because, honestly, JMCrofts had a really good start with Clark.
Part of that was really armor point that y'all saw right there, the stutter step. You see that little bubble right there was part of the armor point, and now you gotta do this with one character. It can be done, but it's gonna be real difficult. Ash was kind of slightly nerfed. You know, there was a conversion that he can get that is off the table now because it was a little it was a glitch, unfortunately. And let's see if JMCrofts is ready. If he can stay steady, Justin Wong getting into him. No bar necessary for these conversions.
Big punish on the DP trying to get out of the corner, and JMCrofts having a hard time about it. Ash not one that we normally see at the back end of things. Usually we'll see Ralph or Terry in this spot, but JMCrofts, very unique team, trying to find an opener, currently getting pressure, does have 2 bars on deck and max, so there's still very much a big chance if he can find an opener, and that's a big whip, and that's game 1 going to jwong.
Unfortunate, the DP trying to come through. Answers in this game are really different, right? You got to use the buttons a little bit different with it, and that's the first one. Remember, we are playing the first of 3, best of 5 situation out here. JMCrofts getting smoked, but I like the ideas that were going through his mind. I like how things began, but not how things ended, because you see that Justin Wong starting to play the tendencies. We talk about the defensive things being eliminated off the table. The rolls got the jump backs from jwong, just sniffing out what he wanted to do, and it got into you. It was. I wouldn't say it's free, but it might be. No,
not at all. Also, quick clarification: it is actually first of 2 in the early week, so it is best of 3.
My bad. First of 2.
No, it's all good. We ran into this the other day too.
Yeah.
Bro, what kind of stage select was that? Creating your own
just random. Hit random. What are y'all doing? Just hit random.
Now, something that does happen in between rounds is the names that the players do switch sides. So now it is jwong on the left-hand side. I don't know why it does that, but here we are. So Vanessa point again. Vanessa could go anywhere, like literally anywhere, and you are fine.
Oh, she's good.
Elizabeth, however, did put in work. JMCrofts just missed closing out that first character last time, so if he could clean it up, definitely could get himself on the board.
We're getting into him. Conversions EX. This is where she wants to be, making money up in the corner. Gets the pickup. And remember that bar being built up. You can build up that bar as you're getting these hits, and she's definitely want to do it. Jump, CD, once again, goes for the low.
Oh, that's that conditioning, baby.
He's getting exposed.
That was that conditioning, baby. How many times? That was like 4 or 5 empty jumps in a row where he kept going. Actually, not empty jumps, just going for overheads over and over and over. Eventually, you're going to have to block high. And jwong knew it, went for 2B. It's such a strong move, and he took it got the health back. Completely fresh Vanessa here against Clark.
I wonder if part of that is because like JMCrofts not wanting to go for the rolls because he's been exposed so many times to the jump back from jwong that he's not utilizing those defensive options. But maybe see a shatter strike in some of these sequences that are open. There's the roll finally. Justin making him pay just a little bit, but needs just a few more hits to do it. See the bar at the bottom? She's gonna cook. That's one of her better anti-hits. And the neutral jump on the command grab.
No, don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. No. I get a hit. Oh, Pudi is gonna close it out. Perfect. 7 gold is letters showing up already. After that first game, jwong figured out exactly what JMCrofts wanted to do, and you're right. You know, that time didn't get punished on the roll on the left-hand side, but jwong was still in a position to call out the jumping and just the anti-airs, pretty much putting in work. Now, Ash has got to do something here. You got to get big damage. We're seeing it cashed out so far.
Right, with the install. Pick up with the DP, of course. This is why I don't mind it too bad. As an anchor pick, you do get a lot of damage. You know, this character definitely can utilize quite a bit of it. But, I mean, you still got other characters on the deck. You know, jwong still running this Vanessa. You haven't even stuffed this character out, and there's 2 more on the deck right behind. How you gonna stay fine? Never mind. Oh, the only person fine right now is Justin Wong. Wake up throw, though.
Oh, tried to catch him and wake up again, but nothing out of it. Oh, DP once again out of the corner. That's it, and that's SCB, baby. Single character victory. All right, bro, look. We got hands for everybody, ready to eat for everyone. Good night.
Yes, sir. These hands are like NyQuil about to send you the medical bill. I'm telling you, jwong, with just a Vanessa to do it, dang, this dude is sick. We got to be real. Because this dude he's all about the lane play, so you'd expect him to kind of, play a little bit on the laner side. This dude has been going in this entire time, and he is the first winner of today, putting one on the team.
You were right, man. We were talking early about how jwong definitely a pioneer of, and usually plays a lot of different characters that most people don't look at early on, right? Definitely kind of shifts the meta as things go, but usually picks a jwong specific team. This is what we've known to see from him for years, whether it be from MVC2 or MVC3 or other games too. But this one, look, Vanessa, we say Vanessa. We respect Vanessa in this house. Look, she needs it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Eventually, she'll gonna be gone. Look, let's be real. That match is gonna hit. That match is gonna hit at some point. But Vanessa, that was just a staple. SEV game 2, but even in game 1, like was able after almost losing to Elizabeth, kind of flushed it out a bit, got some damage on the Clark, and then B Jeanette just sealed the deal.
I mean, part of the reason why jwong's such a good player is the fact that he is so good about reading people. And that's what allows him to play multiple games and characters actually at a high level. He understands what you want to do. We saw him read the defensive options, and that was off the deck for a bit, but we're going to have more action on the deck. There's 2 on the side right there. It's Justin Wong. Clean sweep JMcrofts off the feet. Looks like content is being made on Justin Wong's side, but now we're going to have Reynald versus Diaphone.
Hey, you know what? You still can make a video of that. It's like, yo, take a look at my Clark beating Vanessa, but that's it. Just cut it off.
Yeah, just skip that. Just skip that.
That's it.
No more.
Just stop the video at that point. But the next match upcoming that we will be getting ready to get things situated for is Reynald versus Diaphone. This is an incredible call from JMCrofts with his team to not only start things off, but he also ended up avoiding. I think him against Reynald would have been like probably the hardest lineup that he gets, right? But Reynald, now that he's got to fight up against Diaphone, or actually, I kind of was hoping we were going to see the Violet Kain matchup. Not gonna lie, I feel like Reynald versus Violet Kain was is a grand final set. That's what we would have been looking at. But Diaphone, we already know. We've seen what he could do with the in company, and he's also won KOF tournaments in the past. It's not something brand new to him. How are you feeling about Diaphone going into this? Because we know what Reynald has done. He's got at least one tournament victory. But Diaphone's history, how are you feeling about it?
I think this is going to be still a good match because if you look at Diaphone's history, he's still a King of Fighters player. Like people don't know him for that, but he likes King of Fighters. He's been playing this for a while, and I think this game really lends itself to legacy players too as well. That being the case, it's still accessible to a lot of new players. So we see a lot of new faces come through and still do work, but there are still a lot of legacy things that are really important. Obviously, with the hops and things like that, the RPS system and all that stuff is definitely still intact, maybe in a different sort of way, different sort of flavor. But I think Diaphone, someone that has been able to break down games like Grand Blue really quickly, Guilty Gear very quickly. You see it with his guides and with his play. I think he can fight back today. I think today, I think he might be able to, take it to Reynald. Then again, Reynald, dude, this dude has been cracking out. I've been watching him like day one. He was playing he had random select. He had random select going. I'm like, dog, you take a break yet? Use the bathroom?
Yeah. We talk about how strong he always is early game, right? But Reynald, if it stays the same, has been piloting Joe, Shermie, and Dolores. We don't see too much Shermie, but Shermie got damage. Like, she hurt a lot. But on the other side of things, Diaphone is also just historically team waifu. He's gonna be fun. He's probably rocking Vanessa, maybe Angel, maybe Athena, who knows? But like they're all strong. They're all really strong right now, and that's gonna give him a lot of opportunities. But this is actually kind of close to what. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was right. Okay, I called it. I said Athena, I said Vanessa, and I missed the Dolores. So it's on the opposite side. But when you're looking at the other side of things with Reynald, he actually swapped out. Who did he cut there? Dolores, who did get a slight nerf, and I did wonder if we'd see that drop for the Gato, and now instead is going to be having the Shermie on the back position. But this Joe is going to be annoying. This is going to be a whole lot of Psycho Ball and Tornadoes incoming.
Yeah, and with Athena, honestly, this character is really good. She's got a lot of options to utilize. She doesn't have the damage on the deck, but she has a lot of ways to play. The DP is not one. As Ronald's about to get this done. We talk about damage. Joe hurts. Look at him build up bar. I was watching it. Bro, I was reading a tweet and someone was like, how did he build that bar? I'm like, Joe gonna find that. He gonna find it, whether it's in his pockets or somewhere in his house. He's gonna go back and get that bar, bro, because he built it up during a lot of these sequences. And someone compared him to like, what was it, 3DS Guile? It's something similar because his zoning game is real good, and so is his DP.
Look, honestly, I know it's not to the same level because those days are very different, but the damage output and some of the things I've seen out of Reynald Joe, if you close your eyes, you think back to Street Fighter 4 Sagat, man. That like early days. This man has got so much strength, and look how he invalidated that Athena from Diaphone. He stayed in range, he shut it down, and now his team rushed down with Vanessa, but the throw already saying, get off me.
Already round start with it. Now Reynald taking a little bit more of an aggressive approach. But by these jump ins, catches the low, the trip guard, the EX, going to the corner, of course. Jump, C, the dash and throw this time. Diaphone, you see how comfortable he is with this character. But again, the wake up throw situation, we're gonna put him in the corner. This is where you don't want to be. With Diaphone, you gotta find a way out. Exit sign, stay fine.
No, exactly. You know, to find the emergency exit ASAP. There's just so much pressure that you get from Joe. Covering him on Wake Up. You got to respect the tornado's always going to be there. And Wake Up, CD, get off me. Just closing out the distance here and closing out that damage and shutting it down. Getting rid of Joe. Excellent job. Diaphone did lose that Athena very dominantly on the side of Reynald, but that Vanessa was way better and closed it out.
I like seeing people use that Shadow Strike.
Yo, that drip
in the middle of their sequences. Oh, yo, Reynald. Yo, this costume is dope.
Yo, that drip. This is the best color scheme free. I ain't even look at all of them yet. This is the winner.
This actually is super sick. Yo, let me find out. Can I have this one too, man? Oh, my man's actually gonna have this L in a second. Diaphone getting into him. And again, if you pick up a DLC, that's actually a big risk because you have to figure out how to play this character. And other people have had weeks upon weeks to figure out their character, but the damage is on the deck. One good hit can connect and check the red. You are almost dead. You are, oh my God. Oh my God. Take him to the skies. Take him to the skies.
You know what? You're absolutely right, because when you pick a new character off the start, right, it's going to be a little bit weird because you might not be as familiar. But same thing for the other side. They don't know that matchup yet. And Reynald, we've always said how strong he is early on with a new character too. Does know how to fight Dolores, though. Those unblockable mix-ups are not going to be as easy because he played this character too. Ooh,
I like that jump CD coming down with it. It's got a lot of that downward hitbox right there. But we wake it up with violence, gets the EX, picks him up a bit. Oh yeah, put him in a coffin. We spin a bar to go far. I like that from Diaphone. Kill this character. You already saw what he could do. Gets a low. Let's finish off the combo though. Reynald, yes, win his bar. He could go to quick max mode.
Everything about this too is beneficial for Reynald too, because you just want to get Dolores down as far as possible. But Diaphone did a good job mitigating the damage, man. That could have been so much worth. Now you're gonna get a decent amount of health back. You are not that far out, but you gotta watch out because Shermie come flying at any given time.
Exactly. Gotta stay fine. Or gets a jump in, chase down situation, side switch with it, the EX. And Reynolds is one of the types that like to play with his food, but he's about to end it here. We feasting. Oh my God. Break the back out. Reynolds.
Step on him real quick. Now, some of y'all in chat need to behave after I said that, but you know, it will be all right. So, Reynald coming in, closing out. Look, I gotta call people out on it. I just gotta be real. But Reynald getting that first game, man, looked really good. But honestly, I think that Diaphone lineup looked incredible. Now, the Dolores, like at the end there, that was just getting caught by Shermie. That's literally all it was. I think Dolores looked really good against the Gato, but that Gato from Reynald, just technical day one for us here, looked really clean.
Write down some notes right here. Let me, because I'm a
Gato. I'm about to.
Yeah, I'm a Gato fan myself. I'm a Gato enjoyer. I'll tell you one dude that did not enjoy that was Diaphone. Definitely did not enjoy that. Maybe if we see more from Athena, honestly, maybe that would help out in getting a better round start. But we saw how difficult it is with Joe. You know, being able to follow through the fireballs, keep up that pressure, and then also zone makes him really difficult. And again, the fact that you build up bar and a lot of these sequences makes him just a continuous threat. Yeah, get it back at him. Same day delivery. Send that fireball right back.
That's for you. I ain't ordered this.
You got the wrong address.
I ain't asked for bad weather. What you talking about? Oh man, he got hands on the ready. The icon, everybody's favorite icon, currently getting juggled like crazy. Athena's gotta put in more work. You gotta get out of this corner, but it is not looking good, Cola.
Fantastic anti right there, sends it back. But now Reynolds just playing to that effect. He's like, okay, I'm gonna send this fireball and then find a nice hop right here to get in and get that win. It's a lot of damage that Diaphone needs to make up. Knockdown situation. Oh, here we go, the roll.
That was amazing. Psycho ball pressure coming through, trying to just poke out, trying to find a way in. Reflector coming through. DP gonna get some damage, cashing it out. Yes, sir. This is actually good because that was actually a really bad start for Diaphone. Started things off. Looks like he's kind of waking up a bit here.
Try to go back to the zoning game right here. She doesn't have a bad zoning game, especially if you can get them to block. You can dash up and press a button right behind if you have the right distance. And you see that Diaphone's trying to save that space where it's hard to find the hops. But then again, my man's running in. It's so difficult. If you have your back against the wall, you will fall. My man was able to dash in. You saw Diaphone trying to do the best to zone out, but man, I'm impressed. Reynald, a lot of help still to play with, and Bart until he gets hit like this.
I'm not even gonna lie. Who in the world didn't expect to get uppercut there at the start? like Diaphone coming in, just swinging, but understanding and using 2B as a great check, just try and back off Reynald. But Reynald is going to get a lot of damage. This is gonna hurt right now for Diaphone.
looking to build a bar. Look at that. My man's getting returns, income tax like that. Pop him up.
Bro, a 50% and a restand. Like, what you gonna do?
Exactly. You won't hurt. You won't get the stun. Make him see stars like Hollywood Boulevard. Look at that. The machine gun punches. Just ripping this dude apart.
Bars. Keep him going.
Oh, we ain't gonna stop.
Cola got bars
Just
on
like
deck, and so does Reynald. And Reynald is looking for a clean sweep on the first two characters, but that will close it out.
What a punish!
Does not get dropped. There it is. Diaphone gets himself on the board, but look, Vanessa, look, don't do that to Vanessa, bro. Vanessa, she hurting. She hurting.
She hurting. I see what you doing, Diaphone. Making sure that the SNK and the cops that they watching, like, oh yeah, she needs some help. See that? But I did like the fact that Diaphone went for the guard cancel right there in between the strikes and found a sick punish against Reynald, who was too predicated on the fireballs. Now comes Agado. Do you know how to play against this character? Oh no, you don't.
The answer is no. The answer is no. You were looking the wrong way. You know why? Because your neck is behind you right now. Head did a full 360, look like an owl at midnight. Man, you know what? You were right. I think Diaphone is actually, he might be throwing for context. Like, look, I'm going to keep these patches in check. But now here comes Dolores, one who did unfortunately get hit by the patch, but still has plenty of damage, 3 bars on deck, and plenty of work that can be done. It did take out the Gato last time.
Yeah, and honestly, she can go for the heavy coffin instead of the light and still get the same amount of damage or near that. Can you stay solid against this Gato that's been putting in too much work and keep enough health to take down the Shermie that's waiting in the wings? Oh my God, speaking of wings, we're going for a big fight right here. No frontier.
Oh, say it with your chest. You can't, because it's currently caved in right now. This man got the full palm coming in. That is a lot of chunk damage on Gato, but honestly, what is anti-air? Yo, get out of my skies! I was about to say,
can't jump in on her.
Dangerous.
Nah. You cannot jump in on this character. Her anti-airs are fantastic. Her specials are still good. Even with the nerfs, they're still really fantastic. And you see right here, Diaphone trying to stay strong, solid. We're 1-1. It's a lot closer, more competitive a match, and he needed it like that because this could be set point right here for Reynald. Guard cancel, gets the throw, the knockdown. Reynald's really good about setting up these strike throw mix-ups.
Exactly, and 3 bars on deck inside of Diaphone too, so Reynald just has to look for a big whip punish. That's where Shermie's gonna get her most work, or just run up. That's what, 3 successful throws so far, just keeping it going. Gets the cross up, not too much off of it though.
Wow, look at the call in the interruption, the EX edition. Gonna have to seal it right here, yes sir! Reynald, Evo champion, Evo champion. Dang, our prediction kind of looking ass right now. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? I'm just saying. What I was studying. I was keeping an eye out. But I think a big part of this definitely, like, it kind of comes up to lineups, right? But Reynald, it's just what I saw at NLBC when he ended up beating El Rosa was how dominant that Joe was. That's really the biggest thing that brought me that kind of shined to me, right? But the Shermie too was disgusting. So I'm not surprised that the Shermie ended up staying on the team when he decided to drop the Dolores for the Gato. But Diaphone still looked really good too. He just couldn't close it out at the end, and that was mostly just because of how strong Reynald was up front. He had to work from behind. When you got to work from behind against somebody who has that type of damage output, even without meter, you talk about Joe, how easily he gets it. It was a little bit rough for him to make the comeback. I think the weakest part being the Athena, just that it kind of got washed, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just she wasn't able to get going. And I think Joe does, at least it seems like, a fantastic job. And obviously, this is early days for the game, to be honest. We're being 100% real. So, a lot of people are still figuring out what to do neutral. Yeah, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Not a lot of time, right? In fact, if you look at the matches that we had at the beginning, like week, neutral was way different. Oh, yeah. Hops are way different in terms of like distance and stuff like that. Oh my God, there was not neutral. It was let's just hop without purpose. But now you see a lot of spacing, things like that, a lot of re-jumps and things like that. You see a lot more in store for these people. And I'll tell you one thing, Rome, sticking with the Benny, possibly. I think you actually saw on his stream that he was sticking with the Benny, and that character is a little bit weaker than what we've seen before. A lot of his buttons be whiffing on crouchers, and that's not what you want to have up in this game.
Yeah, and speaking of characters we don't really see too often, besides that Benny coming in from Rome, Violet Kain. This one's gonna be rough. If you needed to close it to get a point on the board here, JMCrofts has it right here. Violet Kain is going to be the closer for the side of JMCrofts, who's currently down 2 games by comparison to the jwong, who is currently thriving. Well, on
thriving.
Wait, is Rome? Oh wait, no, Rome not rocking it. Oh wait a minute. The trip
Rome,
up.
you did
He
it.
walked-
Oh,
yo,
I'm so proud of you.
He moved
We
up
go
the
top tier
tier
out
list.
here, baby.
He moved up
We
the
go
tier
top
list,
tier out
baby.
here.
Yo,
Let's go.
Yo, Cast is thriving. Cast is thriving. Now, Violet Kain is probably gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even front. Rock Howard is dangerous. And also one of the few people who makes Iori look nice, even though unfortunately Iori does not have a lot of damage output in that Terry to close it. But Violet Kain, we give him enough praise, right? We got Clark. We got Mr. Grappler himself. We got the wrestler who found his way into the police force. This is gonna be some damage on the other side of Rome's team, and I like that Ralph is a closer big time.
Then again, I do like the Rock pick right here. Super strong character, has a lot of tools to see the command grab. We've seen that, you know, if you're mid-range, you can actually side switch with it and apply a lot of pressure. Plus, you got the parry and just damn near everything. The call out on the roll. Where you going, Rome? Oh my God. E2 Brute. Or is that Grease? I don't know. I don't know my history. What I do know is my man's getting pieced up. Do some jump again. One more hit for the win.
Oh yeah, you are not lying. He is getting pieced up. You gotta get something on the board here. Oh, try to get him with the grab. Good grab break. Gets himself out of there. Oh wait. Oh, okay, Rome backing off.
It's over.
But
No,
does get hit by
fadeaway.
the empty jump and catching that empty jump, catching him with the jump, and that's gonna seal it. But yo, Rome was starting to wake up a bit there. I was liking that at the end.
Yeah, it was. I didn't look just like a pocket. I think if the next round that comes in, I like that you put that character in the position. But again, Rock is new. This is a new DLC character, a little more difficult to deal with. He's got a really fantastic fireball too as well. And so sussing out what you need to do in terms of matchups, not something you probably lapped out. You only had 2 days. So, you know, figuring this out is going to be real difficult for him. Violent Kain getting a jump and then fireball finish. Trip guard a bit off the 2P.
You know what's also kind of crazy looking at this too? Violent Kain, I just realized it's also not running to Robert right now. Like that's a staple. So really feeling this Rock Howard right now, and honestly, you should. Rock Howard got too much strength going for him. Such a good Baba Weave character. You gotta watch out for like the zoning game too. He's doing a good job of that with against Dolores.
Putting some zoning on the screen with the fireballs. Look at the quickness that you got with that. But caught him coming in. That's close to the win. That's a lot of damage. Oh my God, the climax. This is the climax. We roll in the dirt.
I respect it. I respect it. Just get rid of him. Just get rid of him right now. You can build that. You can build that back up later. Don't worry about it right now. Seal the deal on the Rock Howard. Bringing in that Iori. Not gonna have as much damage, but the fundamentals of Violet Kain is gonna make him work.
Absolutely. I'm actually excited to see Violet Kain work with this character. I mean, a lot of people have dropped him, and because his normals just aren't as good. Listen, it is what it is. Listen, we try to thrive out here, be moisturized, but there are people that can't make these characters work, and it is because of their own skill. And that's someone like Violet Kain that's been around the scene a bit. He's like, all right, that's cool. This character's weak. I'll make them work myself.
Exactly. Keeping that up and making it work for sure. Closing it out on the low, making sure that Rome does not get anything going. Dolores is a great comeback character in that position. You just got the climax, you got the close out. But if you want to come back, all you need is Golf in the Dream. You got 5 Ds, check them. Just all you need is get a quick opener and get that damage going. Imagine being so strong that every punch you throw causes an explosion, bro. Like right there.
That's wild. That's how you know you've been in the gym for a bit. That's a person that's been in the gym for a long time right there. Yeah, I'll try to be like that. Let me find out. But I'll tell you one thing you got to find out is how to deal with this standing D. That's one of the most fantastic buttons in the game from Ralph's side. Look at him walking him down, trying to find a way in. But again, Violent Kain, one of those people that can work with this character. As soon as I say that, commentator's curse. Wakes up with violence.
Yeah, wake up buttons. Look, you have a whole character up. Honestly, I kind of understand it. It's like, look, I need to get damage on Ralph where I can. And this is big respect he's giving to him. That's a big opener, and that's big damage coming through.
Nuke. That face looked like mashed potatoes. Gotta finish the job though. Job's not done.
I'm hungry. Don't be doing that to me right now.
Oh, yeah, me too. Bar D trying to walk into him. But again, Violent Kain's got a lot of bar to work with, and he's saving that bar to go far, but I feel like it's time to spend to win. And Iori, it definitely is more specific in where you can land the damage and combos. If you look at, Teiga's content, stuff like that, that's where it comes from. A lot of these players, gets a jump in, quick max hold. Here we go. EX crumple stake DP. A bit of damage, still has a little bit more in store.
Oh, guard can't get out of there. Only 8 seconds left. Yeah, you pretty much you gotta find it. You gotta get through the zoning to do it. Oh!
Dash in check.
Gut check him real quick. Violent Kain decided to hold forward within the 4 seconds left. Nothing you can really do there. That gives Rome a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance? There's a chance that I could win? Oh my God. And that'd be a big upset. No offense to Rome. He's a strong competitor, but someone like Violent Kain, who has been out here in more of these tournaments, at least openly, again, this would be a big upset, but it's not going to happen here. The only person that's upset right now is Rome. But I liked how competitive that was overall.
Was.
You know, despite what we just saw, especially that Clark, I think in the next match, things are gonna get a lot closer like that. That Clark, once it got going, damage started flowing just a little bit.
That Ralph at the end too was looking really good too, and it was in a scary spot, right? Because there was a lot of meter on Violet Kain. EX Crack Shoot is going to eventually get the overhead. It's just the way it is. So you were in chip territory. It's going to be hard, but the way that he was able to get himself back in, Ralph just being that strong right now. If that Clark can wake up, you're 100% right. I think if that Clark finds some work here going into this next game, we could see a very different game. We could see potentially our first game 3 because so far it's been 2-0s and a handshake.
Instead of handshake, I wouldn't be shaking nobody's hands after a 2-0. I'm out of there. Listen, good games. No, you ain't get the fist bump. I'm just gonna get off me, walk off. Don't even let me simmer for a bit, like 15 minutes. But I'll tell you one thing once again, Rome. And he can do this. Like, as we said, if he gets going with that Clark, I feel like that's a big component of his team. And honestly, the Ralphos looking fantastic too. You know, Dolores, maybe a little bit work, but if he gets going with it, he can get flowing. Let's see, though. Violet Kain with a fantastic round start. And again, I like these colors right here.
Oh, man, he keeps that pressure up so well. If Rome can just find a good command grab and get positioned in the corner, he's going to be fine. The problem is, though, he can't get out of here. Oh, there we go. All right. This could be the start. Oh, big whip on rising tackle. Yes, sir. Get the damage on. Going for a couple overheads. Now trying to mix him up, see if we can get him on the low, but good blocks from Violet Kain.
Pick up. No chase on the roll. Let's get the sweep on the feet. Far for the command grab. Violet Kain puts it back in the corner. There we go. Grip him up.
Scoop him up.
That's one.
Man. What you doing over here?
Wake up throw, though, from Violet Kain. The dunk.
Oh,
jump in and a win, Violet Kain.
Yo, Violet Kain is a menace for you, don't piece, bro. You better be looking up at all times. He is always jumping in, and he kept Rome stuck. But that was a much better looking Clark at the start because, honestly, Clark didn't do that much last time. It kind of woke up at the very end. He was right with it the whole time.
And that's one of those things where, like, if Violet Kain sees that you're not doing something like anti-air and things like that, he will just go in and get that win. Like, he's perfectly fine to keep exploiting these aspects right here.
Don't let people jump in for free in this game, and you got a great character in that. We already saw the anti-airs coming in from Dolores before, but calling out the roll, not too much out of it, but does still get a connection. Runs up, gets the grab. Bro, it's not looking too good for the Castination, bro. It's starting to go backwards. Yo, honestly, I feel like he did on purpose. I feel like Violet Kain was doing that to get the end window where it would be out of like a punish, just to bait an approach. I know that was probably a misinput, but it looked like it.
But yeah, it looked like yeah. Sink him for a bit. Oh, he with it. We spin a bar. The jump throw.
Jump grab.
Keep the corner with the D. Denied the shadow strike. Good night.
I believe my grab's gonna work. And he gets it. He gets the rock howard finally out of there. That is a lot of health gone, but it is 3 bars on the side of Dolores, so you can even this up with one good opener.
Absolutely. Now I kill this character, to be honest. The way Violet Kain is so comfortable with a character that is not so good, that's too much confidence. You gotta kill this character, bro. You gotta in this dude's life, in this man's career right here.
Yo, if anything, just get the confidence boost, right? Like, get the kill and then put yourself in the lead. Actually, it's looking good. Here we go. Spend it. Climax, baby.
Yes, sir. Rolling in the mud. And I love the fact that it does so much damage. This is such a big leap right here. Allows you to go back to the zoning game. Actually, did not even out too much. I guess it's because it's a quick next mode, but here we go.
I mean, it's essentially even outside of the bar game, right? Oh, but the grab coming
through. The dash and command grab.
Yo, Violet Kain got no chill. He actually got no chill.
It's in the name. I'm gonna say I'm Violet Kain. It's not called Kain. I'm Violet Kain.
You're right. I got mixed up by the name itself. He's presenting to you the problem. But a man of violence himself, Ralph, out here. This is the character that got him back into it last time. No whip punish, the DP coming through, keeping him checked, getting the throw, pushing him to corner. Cola, he's looking good once again. Rome, it's not looking too good, but it's still Ralph.
Big jump in, quick max mode. The super right here, of course. Explosion. Uh-oh, we're going to talk to him for a second. We're going to talk to him. Talk to him about himself. Talk to him about himself. You're free! So much damage done. Violet Kain just needs one good conversion to seal it. Maybe a little bit more in store. Well, here we go. Rome, walk it to him.
Back him up.
Walk him down.
This is all poke range, man. You got to find an opener ASAP. You're wondering.
The records.
And that is true. The record coming through for Violet Kain. And that is a 6-0. Not sweep because, never mind. I forgot. Violet Kain gets him on the board. He got a W on the board for Team JMCrofts because that was it was looking like it could be a 6-0 for a second there after those first two
Yeah.
wins coming from Team jwong, but I forgot which team that Pilot Kain was on for a second. Imagine,
It'd be like that.
but still, there we go. That board looking a little bit one-sided, but even at the end, I still got to give it to Rome, right? Rome, although he lost, he was actually keeping it really competitive. And Pilot Kain is one of the people we looked at the whole draft and said he's going to be a problem. And Rome kept that close. So I think maybe come week 4 when they get the rematches, if they line up again, I can see Rome making that much closer. Who knows? He's going to learn a lot from that.
Yeah, back to the Diaphone also. I think he can make that much closer too as well. I feel like that's a team with the Athena was just a little bit weaker than the other characters, but once that gets solidified, he's gonna be fine. JMCrofts too kept it competitive, even though going up against jwong is a tall order. I know I was capping, talking for him, saying you gonna get the win, all that stuff like that, but he honestly kept that super competitive, and I was very surprised at his level of play. So as these weeks go on, as these players get more time to practice and they get to know who they get to play, we're going to see more and more in store, and I think we're going to see even more play. And people say in the chat like, "Oh, well, Rome did auto combo and stuff like that." Let my man finish his play. However he needs to finish the play. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm going to tell you one thing: however you need to get the job done, that's how you need to get it done. And we saw Rome at least stay alive for a little bit longer. And again, as you said, I think Rome is going to be a threat later on. More action later on in a second. But talk to me what you thought about this match in total.
One of the things that is really crucial is simplicity is key, right? Like, auto combos here and there. But the thing is, you have to also make sure that you can actually land them in the first place, because there's plenty of people out there who spend 20 years in the lab and then can't put that into neutral. So if you can't take that combo that you can pull into there. Now, this game definitely one of the harder ones to regularly execute those at high level, but Rome still looked pretty good, but Violent Kain, man, we were talking about him. He's just one of those people who has multiple TNS wins, looked very solid, was able to get a point on the board for JMCrofts. But it's Team jwong. The prediction coming through, taking it 2-1 with that first set. JMCrofts looked pretty solid, and then jwong said not today. And then the Reynald, man, I think that was definitely like the biggest contender to be like an upset, so to speak. For JMCrofts team to pull it out over Reynald, because Reynald is another person we look at and go, he's going to be a problem. And we're going to be able to talk to at least one of them in a moment. We're going to get one of the team members from Team jwong to break things down. But hopefully everybody enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like this game is so new and so fresh. You see new things all the time, see the different styles. And one of the things that King of Fighters is so great about is being able to display those different styles. Part of that comes from the hop system, right? You get the ability to you move around the screen in different ways, and that moving, since we see a lot of people hopping in different ranges, things like that. Either they're calling out a fireball, they're going for empty lows and things like that. There's purpose behind the movement, and it's so different between players, and even players that you would typically think to be a little bit more on the lamer side, like Justin Wong. Like, my man was really aggressive with it because he knew what to do with that character. I mean, I don't know how much lane you can play with Vanessa, but he definitely just needed to be aggressive. He's like, that's a game plan. I got you. I knew what to do. So I can't wait to see like the styles develop. I can't wait to see the characters develop. We just saw some of the DLC too as well. We saw Gato do a lot of work, and I was definitely taking some notes from Miller Ratchet. I was like, while you're doing your part of the commentary, I was like, this combo works.
I was writing stuff down as it went that Reynald did with that Gato, man. I'm glad you brought up like options with purpose too, right? Because what we saw at jwong early on, everybody's expecting the low to come in from Vanessa. That's just what you're going to be expecting. What did he do at the start though? He jumped in front of JMCrofts a bunch for two things. One, do you actually anti-air me? Because if you don't, I'm going to keep doing it. It's what happened with Violent Kain too. He did the same thing to Rome. And then at the end, when it was time to cash it out, finally hit him with 2B. Everybody else is pressing 2B prior to that. Everybody's trying to find that low, and he finally cashed it out when you're so afraid of getting hit by 17 overheads in a row. And it's on you to respect that. You got to actually do something about the jump in, but he did it with purpose. He did it to condition. He didn't do anything reckless. He kept it safe, and then he closed it out. As ridiculously strong as Vanessa is right now, you got to do that with every character you got. Otherwise, you're not going to get those
That's
overs.
right. And I think it's really important to do that early too. You have 4 weeks to kind of figure out and suss out how your opponent's going to play. And you can do some of that by watching their streams and things like that. They're all streaming right now. I think most of them are streaming at least. You can check out their streams. You keep it locked on this channel to hear our beautiful voices, but you can definitely check out and see what they're doing in between. But one of the best ways to figure out how they're going to play is to play them in matches and kind of gain that data. And I think the first week or so, maybe even the second week, is where you gain a lot of that data, like, oh, you're like this and like that. But that also gives the opponents a chance to come back and do something different with it. Like, oh, my antis were lacking and slacking. I'm cool with it. I'm gonna do something different next week. I'm gonna have a different character. But we are gonna have to take a little short break. When we return, we're gonna have the interview and maybe more action. Stick with us.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fight Night Lights Out, edition number 1. Once again, brought to you by Wisdom. We just saw an incredible first set up against Team 1 and Team 4. Team Jwong taking it over Team JMCrofts. We're going to be getting ready to get into the next one. Cola, what an amazing start already to the first edition of Fight Night Lights Out.
You know what? I see you haters in the chat saying, oh, don't run auto combos. Oh, this and that. Bro, you like rank like whatever the lowest one, 20 or whatever. You down the doldrums with the demons, dog. Shut your dang mouth. Because you ain't out here with these top level players. And that's what we have been seeing this entire day. And we're going to be seeing more play. And soon we'll have an interview to detail what went down with the winning team that is Team Jwong. Now, back to the action that we had. You know, I like to see the variety. I'm so surprised that not every team kind of ran to the DLC like they were talking about on Twitter.
Yeah.
So y'all definitely some cap stars out here saying, oh, I'm gonna play this character. Some of them did. We did see the Jeanette, you know, come through a little bit too, but we didn't see everybody run to the top tier, DLC out here.
Yeah, we saw a good variety, to be honest. And also, one of the things to kind of point on that whole auto combo thing real quick, Rome is about to get a boatload of amazing practice from these top players, right? And this is a great spot and opportunity to be able to get that. If you are currently struggling low end, don't pay attention to this stuff because you got to learn how to actually get the openers and move on from that. That's different. I want to see everybody thrive, and I'm glad to see that Rome's out here putting in that work. Granted, he did get worked, but he will figure it out as time goes. But still, I mean, Rock looked incredible. Who was running him? I believe it was Violet Kain, and then that Gato from Reynald looked immaculate. We only got to see a small taste of Jwong's B-Jeanette because Vanessa round 2 decided to do the whole thing by herself, which she get on with her damn self. She do that pretty often right now. So
that's what she do. She go single with it. She says, ladies night, I'm single. And tonight,
hey, look,
I'm single.
All right, but we're going to be getting ready to get into a quick interview in a second. We're going to be talking to the coach himself. We're talking to Coach Steve. How are you doing today, man?
What's going on, guys? I'm good. Oh man, I can't wait.
Hey, you can't wait for it. All right. No, you say you can't wait. What are you waiting for? What? Say it again. No. Give me heat. No. Why you say it like that? That's not what you were talking about last night. That's not what you were saying.
Bro, we're gonna delete them.
I
can't wait. We're gonna delete them.
Thank you. That's
there
better.
We go. That's what we want to hear. Like, look, he's so calm. It's like, bro, what I gotta worry about?
I can't wait to play. I can't wait to have a fun time. No, get that out of here, bro.
All right, now while we're rating,
it's gonna be fun for me. I don't know why anybody else would.
It's about to be fun. Yo, real quick, what brought you to your team picks? Because I know early on, you know, we were able to get you involved in everything with this, and you've always been a historically talented player throughout many fighting games titles. What brought you to Yurikov and Teiga?
First and foremost, good friends. We trained a lot in KOF 14 together. And yeah, that's pretty much like how I decided how I was gonna do it. The people I play with the most, I'm just like, yo, we got this good opportunity. We should actually, make the most of it since we're actually training so hard,
Exactly, making the most of the opportunity all like throughout the whole thing. Now, one more question before we send you off. How you feeling about the new DLC wave that just got dropped?
From what I just seen, these characters look really polished out, man. I haven't had a chance to like try them out too much, but I'm actually really excited for them.
All right, we're glad to hear it, and good luck with this. Of course, we're going to send you off to go ahead and fight up against Team Kizzie Kay. This is going to be a good one.
Sir.
We're going to get ready to get predictions in a second as we send Coach Steve to go get ready to fight up against everybody. But I started off last time. I brought up the predictions. Where are you sitting right now as we get ready to get things started?
I got to go with my boy Kizzie Kay. I think Kizzie Kay is going to take it in the day. Bro, Steve, don't get mad at me. I gave you a sub yesterday, so
you just hyped him up, and then you shut him down real quick.
Bro, when Kizzie, this is the thing of fighting games. If you post on Twitter that you are about a game, they can screenshot. Anyone can screenshot that. They can post it out in the ether, stuff like that. Say you can't quit this game. So you are tethered. Your soul is tethered to a fighting game. If you tweet out that you love this game, and guess what? You tweet out that you love this game. And I think with that kind of heat, that kind of passion, that fire behind that tweet, probably Kizzie Kay will take it at the end of the day.
Hey, man, look, I got a lot of bias towards this because, for one, I kind of reached out and helped get Coach Steve into this, and I want to see my man thrive. And also, I've been a big Coach Steve fan for years. I want to see him put in that work. Also, just seeing that really strong performance from Teiga recently, getting that top 8 NLBC as well. I'm looking forward to seeing this. It is actually funny that we ended up being on opposite sides of both sides of things, but I think that'll change as weeks get going. And also, next week, we'll make sure to involve all of y'all in chat with these predictions, too. We're going to be working on that as well because we want to see what y'all believe in. But I'm believing this week in Coach Steve.
Okay, that's how it's gonna play. All right, I see you, dog. We're about to see some great action. I can't wait to
Hey, look,
see.
all I'm saying is I'm already up one, bro. I'm already
You already up one.
predictions.
I might be up one right now. I'm just saying, the way Coach. I'm just saying,
You will be
Teiga.
even.
He's known to be toxic. Listen, Teiga, you so toxic. I know you watching this, Teiga, because you're the type to be like, man, this character sucks, and you still play him. He does get good results. I'm not gonna front. Like, he didn't get bad results at Frosty's when he played Street Fighter 5. He brought that just garbage ass Kage. But Teiga coming up to play against Andy. We gotta talk about SNK. We gotta talk about Andy. This is a Sam Show veteran out here. And this dude, you see him trolling on Twitter, but when it comes, he puts hands on the sticks, it's hands on the man. I'm telling you, he's different with it.
Yo, man, look, Andy out here with the ECT, KIT, Frosty Champ. He has put in that work, and he's got fundamentals. That's all Sham Show is. We hitting you once, and that's it. We poking for days. And honestly, looking at that team on the side of Andy, that kind of lines up. You got a couple fireballs. You got great fireball game at the end there with King. And early on, you have that Kyo. We were talking about Kyo. We don't see it too much. But we're going to see it to start things off here. And on the other side, look, we call that team smart financial decisions right there. I like the switch
Smart financial.
we trying to win.
Team $15. If you played King of Fighters before, you know what that means. Team $50. You pay $50 to get that boost. My man's getting boosted in the corner.
Hey, look, all I know is SNK looking out for me. And
yes, sir.
If I'm paying for this, I'm getting my money worth for it. We're already seeing Teiga coming in, getting the low, pushing him over onto the side. This Kyo kind of getting worked.
He is trying to get that ball back. Didn't get the hit, though. Kyo trying to find anything over the records. No. Jumpy. Yo, Teiga. The Rock is looking solid in terms of defense. Now let's see him finish it off with the offense. The anti-air right there with the DP. Meaty fireball. EX don't connect. Unfortunate call for the corner. How is Andy going to finish this?
He ain't.
You woke up with
rise and tackle once again. Go ahead and close out. That's twice in a row. He's like, look, you were not jumping in on me. You were not pressuring me. You're not getting anything out. Kula coming through though. She got a good multitude of options. You gotta watch out for Frostmeth because it's a pretty decent option. Other than if you decide to commit to it too close at mid range, because you will get punished and Rocky get in. Kula's doing it right now.
Trying to put the 1H punch on him. Didn't work out. Guard cancel. Trying to find these jump ins. The deep jump ins would be better. And Kula's got a lot of options. You see right there the spin kick. Gets over the fireballs. Maybe a natural enemy against some of these projectile characters. But then again, she's not dumping out the damage. She's not going to deal that out. Is putting the corner carry. Okay, gets the jump in. One of them jump CDs, though. Yo, guard cancel with no punish. But still out of there. He aware.
Yeah, that was like committing to the prospect. Got through, but that's a big whiff on the DP right there. That's going to close it out. And good amount of health coming back. She's going to be pretty much near full, if not full already. So Andy actually, getting back to full health. We are at a pure even game here right now, Cola.
Looking real competitive. Maybe a little bit more than what we saw in store for the last matches. But sweep off the feet, try to get these jump in situations, off the EX, the fireball, and I like this from Andy, just pester with this character. That's what she's about.
Exactly.
She has a lot of good range, understanding B, and the fireball. And you point out too as well, the lockdown.
Yes, they're keeping it safe. Well, like, one thing that she's got really good is that damage as well. Coming already. Climax cancel. Okay, go ahead. Put him in the ice coffee real quick. Close it out. Out here looking like Han Solo. Man, it's done. And Andy, after getting cooked on that first character, coming through with the Kula, say, no. This is the real business. Now it's on to Andy's time.
Dang,
Actually, it's Andy versus Andy right now.
Andy versus Andy. Yo, Andy, though, he's smooth like ice. Cool to touch, but he ain't very nice. I'm telling you, this Kula is quick with it. Gets a trip guard, the low. You gotta be looking out for those. The lows are so important when you see someone jumping into the right distance, and that's why these hops are so important. Where you land is where you can stay fine. And right now, Teiga staying real fine with the super cancel.
Oh, this is big damage going all the way down. 70% on board. You already know what that elbow be doing to him too when it comes to Andy, so you gotta watch out. Catching him once again, keeping that jump pressure in. Good blocks though coming in from Andy RC. Bro, Teiga, man, you throwing us off, bro. With this Andy,
it's getting too rough. It's getting too rough. Let's eliminate this. I'm actually rooting for Andy so we can get the Andy off the screen real quick. But Teiga.
Hey, yo, Andy up. That's what we're doing. Getting the fireball coming through, and usually tell him real quick, bro. Like, you know, and what a good job of actually like playing the zone game there too with Kula, because she has an amazing toolkit to kind of invalidate that. But Andy coming through 4 bars. King could put that damage in too, but look, man, one cash out into elbow. One cash out the super. This could be it right here.
this.
Oh, does
The drop.
not convert.
Unfortunate guard cancel out of there with the back roll. Roll in the corner. If this gets called out, he might get smoked for it. Teiga with the bar at the bottom. Again, what's on the menu might be Andy. In the end, the roll gets called the fireball, trying to trade back like that. The side quick max. It might be a wrap of the corner care if you can get another conversion. One more. He needs one more.
Quick. One more interaction. This is one hit. This is one hit territory pretty much for both sides. You got to watch out there if you're AndyOCR because Teiga zoning game on point. Catch him with the low, and he closes out, but he does not get the convert. He gets the block and gets caught by the fireball, and AndyOCR takes game 1.
Man, big drops upon drops. You see the nerves right there, but the one that is not shaken or stirred is Andy. He came to play, dog. Yo, help pockets up in the chat. I agree with you like that. A little bit lower lane play would have even been better in terms of ceiling because Teiga, you freaking out a little bit, bro. Listen, I can bully Teiga all I want because he's toxic Teiga out here, but he almost had it with that conversion after that corner situation, but just wasn't able to seal it. But that's probably the most competitive game we have seen all damn day. That's what I love to see right there.
I'm glad you brought that back up, man, because I was actually thinking about that after you said it before. Like, that was possibly the closest, or if not the most competitive round we've seen so far, because we've seen a lot of 2-0s. Actually, it was all 2-0s. Everybody was just getting freed up. And then we saw some really close ones, but like, nope, there was nobody who was able to seal the deal. I think this has the potential to be the first game 3 that we see all night.
It might be. It absolutely might be. Again, competitive with it. It's I like you can see the style. Like Andy, you know, not only with and I mean Andy the player. Andy, not only with the Kula pick, or I'm sorry, the King pick was really trying to get laid with it sometimes, not all the time, but we saw that with the Kula. You know, she's really annoying. She pesters you. We see her get over the fireballs, things like that with a spin kick to do it. You know, so you got to be careful about how you zone in. Teiga, maybe taking some time to think at the character select screen a bit for it. And I wonder if they're going to be switching. I feel like this is not a problem for either side in terms of the character select screen. It's more of their game plans that need to be more solidified.
Well, we're seeing Teiga go to what we actually know him for, that Robert coming in here as well. Now, before we saw the Andy, we saw the Rock, but we didn't actually see the Robert, and that was kind of confusing to me to see that he didn't have it out there. But that also happened with Violet Kain, who decided not to run the Robert too. This is your standard Shoto. Gonna go ahead and get the DP, like get off me tools with the DP, and just being able to close the gap. I think that was a big part that kind of pushed him back against Kula, where Kula was able to not only play mid-range really well, but got that damage on him to get into game number 2 here. Kola, it is looking pretty good for Andy, but I want to see Teiga break into game 3.
Yeah, let me see what it do, though.
I'm going to need you to win, bro.
Listen, it might happen. Listen, I believe in Team Kizzie Kay with that play. That wall bounce to the back, though, on the wake situation, reversing the positioning of my man glistening.
For sure, man. You can see the shine on the forehead right now, even out here in the Winter Wonderlands. But yo, also that is the most passive deer I've ever seen in my life. Like, bro, most of them will be dipping out here with everything going on.
I'm trying to watch Survivors. What are you talking about? I'll be out there. Whew. The free fight to watch. No YouTube.
I mean, actually, you're right. I ain't got to pay for pay-per-view. I just got to go ahead and stand right here. But he's going to catch him. Andy getting that working with the Kyo this time. Kyo did absolutely nothing the first round. That time, getting the openers, getting it, and closing it out. Forcing him onto the Robert, which we didn't see last time. But Robert is one of his best characters free.
And you see Andy having a fantastic time dealing with the fireballs, at least with that character. We saw the jump in. Did fantastic situation off the Shadow Strike. Corner carry with it. Ooh, the DP, you were talking about that. Get off me.
Yes. Yeah, the DP is going to be so good because we've seen how Andy, once he feels comfortable on you, he's going to come in. But the EX Toxu, go ahead, put him in the corner real quick.
What? Wake up super. Didn't work, though. It makes sense because Teiga's been so aggressive in the corner. Kind of being demonic with it. But this is the last hit to do it. Teiga. Toxic with it. Sealing it.
EX kicks is so much damage, man, and he did such a good job of pressuring him on overhead too, caught him slipping with it, and bringing out the cooler. You have to figure out this cooler. The spin to win has been on deck. There it is already. Always keeping it safe. Frostbath has also been on point. He hasn't really been caught in on jump in so far, and Teiga's given a lot of respect on it.
I wonder how this is going to interact when you get put in the corner like that. Like these situations where you're put in the corner, you backdashing so much that lane play doesn't always work out against a character that can be aggressive like this. And the conversions that you get off your reversals are real good for Teiga. I like that. The lockdown, the fireball, Shadow Strike, knock him down, make him look like a clown.
Oh man, he's gonna be looking silly with it too as he comes in and puts that Frostbite out and finally punish on the EX Tatsu, put him in the corner, get them kicks, patch out some more, pushing him all the way over. That was an amazing answer.
This rich boy right here. He got a lot of bar to go far with it. He got the Gucci on the deck. Guard cancel to get that immediate cancel on the fireball. Didn't do too much off of it, but still a lot of bar for Teiga to seal it. And to be honest, Teiga, you better spin to win in a second here, man. Don't want to get hit. Oh my God. It's Teiga that gets the
fireball
hit.
going and closing it out, man. That was so good because it kind of felt like Teiga was planning to hold on to it, hopefully for the end, not losing to Robert, right? And that was the play because now he has 4 bars up on this king. You make one bad whiff in front of Robert, that is more than half your health bar gone.
There it is right there. Here we go, Andy. Back on that lame style play. He can do this without losing too much health. Guard cancel, finds a punish, knew what was happening. Teiga had done that every so often, but Andy was aware right there. And now we're at the final characters. Can Andy seal this, or is Teiga going to come back like that?
Teiga's Andy was doing an amazing job last time, but you said it. He kind of backed off the idea of not really zoning as much. But there we go. Getting that damage in. Already got him down to half. But the rollout coming in from Andy on the other side. Just getting out of there. This king is going to be annoying from this distance now with these fireball game.
Or the jump in right there. You get lulled in a sense of security. Throw out fireballs and things like that. Again, the hyper hops come in, but the wake up decision. Teiga, you are so toxic. You are so toxic to put the ashy elbows on him for the win. I didn't see the toxics up in the chat like that. This is toxic Teiga.
We believe. We believe. The prediction's still alive. Thank you, Teiga, because I'm starting to sweat. So Teiga getting that 1-to-1 here and taking it there against Andy. Honestly, for the biggest thing, the Robert, man. The Robert coming through and just kind of doing a much better job of being able to box with the cooler because it wasn't doing anything before. But that Andy at the end, though, he did a much better job. And honestly, another thing I was kind of surprised from was that AndyOCR decided to approach while he had a pretty comfortable position with fireball game from King. I felt like he was going to try and anticipate a jump in from Teiga so he could get a big punish. But instead, he ran right up on him and got punished for it.
It's like, because Teiga's like he's a solo player. He wants to throw out the fireballs, use that as data to see what you're going to do on block or on hit and things like that, see how you react. So in this game, of course, like you throw out fireballs, you might get hopped in on, and that's a full conversion right there. But again, recovered in time, woke up with violence, no peace, only problems, and now it's a problem. We are 1-to-1. Let's see who gets it done.
So waking up with violence once again, getting that throw, getting himself out of there. And Kyo did an amazing job in the last game. Now you got to get out of his corner, get jump in pressure. Yes, sir. 3 jump ins in a row. And I like that Teiga decided to roll out, back off, go for some zoning. He's like, no, I don't feel comfortable with this. Let me not try it because I don't want to get punished on rising tackle.
See, this don't feel right to me. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Oh, no. Right now, Teiga not feeling too good. The conversion was real good for Andy. Hard to work with. Going to use it for the Shadow Strike.
Oh, he about to
this might be
away
good
like
night.
Dust right now, but he doesn't get him. Keeping him stuck in the corner. This one poke away, and that's Rock gone. Oh, wait, Teiga.
Interruption.
Teiga, rocking a dream. That's it. Kyo is done.
Yo, the damage on the deck.
We believe.
Yo, Teiga.
We believe, baby.
Believe? You believe?
Yes, sir. Look, the only thing that matters is that our predictions are correct. It ain't got nothing to do with $10,000 on the line. That's all that matters. Spend the win.
Yeah, forget all that.
Keeping it safe.
Maybe we should make it like if we can get a prediction right, we'll get a scrap of that money. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out. Yo, the win punish? Yo, Teiga, hold up. This character just came out. You good? What have you been doing? It don't matter though. Andy getting into him. The problematic Rock put down.
Yes, sir. That honestly, that Rock was so strong as it went on. Now Robert is here to play. 2 bars, basically even health on both sides of things. I think Kula, from Andy, is going to be a bit more passive, trying to bait out some of these big approaches. But EX Tatsu into DP, pushing him all the way to the corner. We're going for a ride. Oh, he caught him on it again. He caught him with that same mix-up last time. You got to watch your dome.
Oh my God! Oh, the rich boy legs out here in the super. I'm a rich boy. This is money. This is old money right here. This is old money. It ain't funny. Look at how much damage was done from that sequence, and one more touch to seal it. Teiga looking very comfortable. It's not over though. It's not over. Andy can still take this.
Oh, yes, EX. Is Teiga going to choose violence? Yes, he is. Waking up with the fireball. You were in trade territory at that point. You got to be perfect from this point forward if you're going to get in on me. And you were at mid-range, so that fireball's a great choice. Robert and Andy still left on deck for Teiga. King in the background. Wow. This King was looking good.
Nice EXDP right there. I like the dive kick, against the fireball situation right there. I think that has been kind of a pain point dealing with the zoning. The dive kick coming through. EX with the corner carry. One of the best things about Robert is his game plan is so simple that it's easy to formulate what you're gonna do against these your competitors. Where I see the dive kick as a new option, quick, max mode. Can we get something quick off it? Or is it going to go to waste?
Just keeping him zoned out, just trying to find one big opener, and he's getting a few pokes here and there. You've got a lot of work still to do, though, because you got to deal with Andy after this, so you got to do something. You got to find an opener, slowly working his way in. Definitely something we've seen out of Andy, kind of what we expected. More fireball game coming in, Cola.
Fantastic jump in. EX edition, corner carry, put the legs on him. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. It's about to be not fun. Look at the red. You might actually be dead.
Bye.
Yes, sir.
Out here looking like Liu Kang coming in with the flying sidekick, taking it, and Teiga taking it 2-1 over here over Andy. Amazing call to swap back in the Robert, and the Robert needs to be on that win screen 100% because that was a big part of what helped Teiga get back in. Toxic Teiga, put one on the board for Team Coach Steve.
Yo, Teiga, you have to. I can't wait for you to watch this back and hold that because we definitely call you toxic for your decisions up here as you put one on the board for your team. But it was me, my dude with the Shoto pick to do it. You can definitely see the years and years of Shoto practice in there. Yo, Teiga, I'm still not gonna play a Shoto character. Hold that. Rock don't count. But right now, Coach Steve's team is making Kizzie Kay's team hold that. Now, Kizzie Kay coming up next. Actually, this is going to be a captain on captain battle. And in these team tournaments, your captain going up is such a big deal, especially if it's not an anchor pick in terms of the captain, when you have the captains fight out. Because like there's morale for this. It's not just you fighting for yourself. You're fighting for your friends. It's like an anime. I got to fight for my friends in the end to get the win. Believe in me.
Out here looking like Ike, bro, man. Like, look, you're right, because when you have your team captain going up, right, this is the person who brought me in. This is the person who picked me to represent his team to get a piece of that $10,000 prize, right? If they go up and they get a big W and they like amp you up, that's gonna be great for the next match. The next match is coming up. I felt like the first one we saw Jwong come in with JMCrofts, and Jwong kind of got a hold of JMCrofts, taught him real quick that he's the better content creator. He ain't washed. But when it comes to this one, Kizzie Kay and Coach Steve, man, this is going to be an incredible set. This is one that we would expect to see in any bracket late in the run when you go and take a look at like Combo Breaker or CEO. You know they're going to be running it deep. And I'm actually really liking the picks coming in from Coach Steve's side. For one, we're seeing Ralph at the front. You don't see that. That's not that often. But you can put him anywhere. He's going to find his way to kill you. At the end, what an amazing mid-range character. She has great poke options. She has an amazing fireball game, and she's got the ability to cash out if she has the meter to spend. So I like the switch up. It's not something you normally expect to see, but I think it's going to be unique.
Yeah. And the fact that she relies upon meter, right, for her conversions, things like that, and reversal, that's going to be an important part to have her in the back like that. You can stock up, lock up with Ralph, and honestly, Dolores only needs a little bit to spin. In the end, though, Kizzie going with Andy, Joe, and Rock with it. I believe he said this is Team Bogart in your life. Like there's a Bogart in the life of all these characters right here. Let's see how good this Andy is. He does have the Rock at the end. That's going to be a big cash out situation. Let's see what it do.
Well, he's going to have to find some way to get some fights in the first place because a big punish on the DP Pro. That's going hard. He's going to take him out, and that is Andy already gone. Coach Steve, this is a Coach Steve character through and through, man. Like I know that he may be one of the best, but you look at it history, man. You look down the line of things. He hits hard and he hits fast.
Yeah.
This is a Coach Steve character.
And I like that he picked the top tier right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't trying to suffer. My man's trying to fight tonight. Gets the corner push. So this is Joe. This character still very strong. Yeah, man, listen, it's 2022. Y'all don't suffer. Pick the good stuff.
I just think about the Gorilla Grodd real quick amongst a couple other things. Like, bro, you didn't need to do that to yourself. Like, now Coach Steve is thriving, and we appreciate it. Joe is an amazing character to kind of box out Ralph. I think this would be pretty good. The problem is, though, boxing out Ralph. As he wakes up and makes you pay for it, EX wake up not even playing, bro. And these jump CDs have barely been checked. But here we go. Big damage. That should close it.
Yes, sir. Kizzie Kay coming through with the Joe play. And we haven't even seen the annoyance of the fireball that we saw previously with this character, and you know what's in store. And again, Joe being second, I think is not a bad point. He's going to be able to build up that bar just in case Rock needs to do the duty right there, and can spend just like one or two to get the job done too as well. But if someone can zone, maybe not the same way, but stay in the same sort of zoning way, it definitely can be Dolores. Let's see how good this Dolores is. The throw, the knockdown situation, dash up, back roll though. Kizzie Kay getting pushed to the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is that Coach Steve needs to stay out of that corner, because we already saw what Joe could do once he gets you over there. He has 90% strings, and you already know Kizzie Kay got those. Like, let's just be real. He's gonna have it. So this pressure coming in, 5D checking him, but he gets to jump in, comes through, good empty jumps. I don't know if he was just mashing jump. He jumped like 3 times in a row, but he avoided it. So,
he's like, I just want to get caught. I try to step in that, and then dash up DP. Kizzie Kay with a dash up DP to do it. Are you kidding me? Then I clip that chat.
Bro, that's
Give
a
me that.
vapor
It's
thrust
not even
action
Sunday.
right there. That's a vapor
Bro, it's not
thrust
even
action
Sunday.
if I ever seen it, bro.
You're so nasty. This is inspiring.
Oh man, look, and now we're gonna see a healthy dose of this. Oh, never mind, we flying out here. My coming through, trying to get the openers, but currently getting pressure back by Kizzie Kay. This Joe looking amazing, but that should be enough. We got plenty of meter to spend, yes sir, and that's gonna get it down to 1 character apiece.
Of course, when she's got bars, she can go far. I'm telling you, she enjoys the expensive things. You gotta treat her right. Give her the bar. You don't put other people good night right
treat
now.
our queens with respect. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
She wants to spend that cash. You gonna say no to mine? I don't think so.
Nuh-uh, not at all. I'll tell you that right now. But Rock coming up on the deck. Can he get going with this character? Remember, there's not been a lot of time with this character that you can spin, and he's definitely different than other iterations. A blowback, get some distance, but not enough. Still annoying with this Coach Steve. These jump ins. Careful now, the hop whiffs. The low profile, the EX. Or the carry. Part the bomb building up still with the meaty fireball. Wake up EXDP.
Oh, meter fireball is so good in that situation too, but you gotta back off because there's 2 bars on deck for Rock. You can get some big damage in fast, but he's calling him out on all these air to airs. You can't jump in, you can't go anywhere. Oh, gets the rollout, and he calls him out on the jump once again.
Down.
Bro, if there's anything just to like break down that air-to-air game, you couldn't go anywhere. You literally couldn't get in the air because after Coach caught on to his jumps, he knew he wanted a big opener. He did not let him get it.
And that's risky, right? A low profile could have sealed the deal, right? That's the RPS with the short hops, dabs, and sweep, and it obviously goes way beyond that. That's just like the typical stuff that you see. But right now, I'm seeing Coach Steve actually. You know, and for someone that's been cracking out the game like Kizzie Kay, you know, I did not expect Coach Steve to be putting in the work right here in Kizzie Kay. Switching? Oh, wait, never mind. That was switch to the characters. Again, we get that weird sound.
He did switch positions, though. You were right on that. He decided to switch Joe to the back. So, wanted to have a lot of meter for that on the Joe. Honestly, I think the Joe is the best of the 3 that what we saw. And I think that makes a lot of sense here because you're gonna build that damage up. You're gonna get that damage over time and whittle Coach Steve down. You want a lot of meter on Joe to cash out those huge strings in the corner.
That's true. I think Rock can also fit in the midstring or midpoint as well. I think he really shines at the end, but let's see what it do. I think he can also rock in mid range. I mean, he's good anywhere you put him.
5D is a
oh my god,
button,
the bus button.
the
button is being
button.
used. It
Man,
does everything.
When he puts the size 15s in your face, you gotta hold that. Like there's literally nothing you can do about it.
It's actually nasty. Right now, that button's doing my taxes. I'm telling you right now. Uh-oh, back fist again, gets a special walk-up situation. This character's so menacing with it. Gets a conversion, Coach Steve. Got those confirms.
Yes, sir, Coach Steve. That's the strength of Ralph, man. Everybody, like, you have him at anchor. Good. Nothing wrong with that. But he's showing how strong he is up front, too. Doesn't even need it, just the damage output. I don't think I've seen Kizzie respect him on Wake Up, like, once. He's been hit by that, like, 4 times so far.
All right, careful now. Blowback. You see more from that. Raging Storm. Wake Up throw, though.
Yo, Coach Steve pressing buttons on Wake Up, bro. Like, I don't.
It's a strong option this game.
Rising tackle, gonna get some damage. I'm rolling back out that time.
Zoning game could be in play, but you don't get jump CD'd in the face like that. Or you can just anti-air in the place. That was a bait. He was like, bro, am I going to throw out a fireball? No. Anti-air right there. Caught him coming in. That's the win. Rock situation looking real good, but we're 2-2 in terms of characters.
Yes, sir. 3 bars on deck for Coach Steve, so Kizzie Kay's got to get some beater up himself or just suffocate Coach Steve, which he's doing right now. Wake up buttons once again, but backing up, putting himself in position, get the elbow, just trying to space him out, but Coach Steve catching him, moving his way back.
You see that Kizzie Kay's trying to get that button, but Coach Steve was able to get the confirm. Quick Max Mode did a lot of damage to the back throw. Back to zoning. No, we're going to lift the dash in. EX edition. Plus range. Positivity. Jump in situation, catch the roll. Guard cancel, may not save you. Kizzie Kay trying to come through. He's got the bar to work with. A good quick max mode may be able to equalize things, but the surprise throw on the wake up.
Right, at this point, I don't feel like it's a surprise. Also, that hurt. That hurt. You ain't gonna be able to sit right for like 2 weeks, man. That would.
What was it, sideways?
Yeah, you lay down, you face first on the bed. Well, we got 3 bars on deck for
tailbone.
You got plenty of combo opportunity. That's if you even can get the hit in the first place, because Coach Steve is having a field day moving him over to the left-hand side.
Wow, people said the damage was nerfed. I don't know about all that. Jack, like, check that bar. Uh-oh, big jumping once again. EX edition, Coach Steve. Never give up. Never surrender. As Coach Steve, he's about to seal it. Honestly, looking fine. Kizzie Kay does have a lot of bar to work with, and right now you got to do something to kill this character. This is about to be a 2-0. In terms of numbers, this is not looking too good for the man. You get clean sweep off the feet.
No, sir. This is trade territory, too, because pretty much everything from this point forward is going to benefit Coach Steve. If he gets just any little bit, get you to spend meter, that's fine, because he still got Maya in the back. We saw exactly what she was able to do.
Goes right through,
it,
but
though.
the punish.
Coach
Coach
Steve. Welcome to Lowe's, baby.
Reset them easy.
All right, work it,
we
girl.
get them at.
Damn. Let's go, Queen. All right, 2-0. And also,
2-0.
Just to clarify real quick, 2-0.
Look at that picture.
Yeah.
Bro,
damn.
I'm so mad right now. Steve, I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad at you. Look at your picture that you chose, bro. That is violence right there. That's a picture of violence. That beard barely even fit the screen.
Nah, Coach. I appreciate you, because let's do math together real quick, okay?
jwong, chill.
Now you look at that, right? You see how there are 2 wins, but there's only 1 game left. Is it possible for Cola to still get his prediction correct with 1 more win? The answer, in fact, is no. And Ajax has 2 in his favor for week number 1. All I'm saying is, I know where I gotta pick him, bro. I know where I gotta pay attention.
I guess you did good this week. But it's not,
yo, I'm gonna get cooked for every other week, bro. I'm gonna get every single one wrong for every other week.
You about to see me in the lab. You know how you see that picture of the dude from Breaking Bad? He's doing like the stuff right there, you know, with the beakers and stuff. That's gonna be me over in the lab. Like, okay, this, and we doing like the concoctions right here, because right here is concocted a big L for the side of my team, unfortunately. But it's not over yet.
I got it, bro. You know the meme of the guy who's like celebrating on the podium, and he's like in 7th place.
Yeah,
that's gonna be me celebrating like my first week, but at the end it's just you up here with like a 6-0.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, incredible game there from Coach Steve, taking it over Kizzie Kay. One of the matches that we definitely expected to be super competitive, but I think the biggest thing is that even in the second game, we saw when Rock was starting to find some openers. He got 2 jump ins, and what did Coach Steve do immediately? Just in place jumped, just to throw out a kick, just to back him up. Like, look, you're not jumping in on me. And then he conditioned him back out of that. He got him to chill a bit, and then as soon as he recognized he was starting to try and pressure him on the ground again, he caught him with the lows because he wasn't paying attention. Easy clap. Like, just amazing job from Coach Steve adjusting. Also, I don't think I saw a single time where Kizzie Kay was like, he's not going to wake up buttons this time. No, he is. He is going to wake up.
Put the violence out there. Let's go. That's how we should be playing out here. You got to make me respect me. You know what I'm saying? You got to make me be respected out here. Rosa going up against Yurikov. Yurikov, I see him in the chat like that. That's a big player, among other things. He is a fantastic player, many things. Rosa too as well. You know, 2nd place at Evo. And you know that maybe I want to say weights heavy on him, but that shows you that he's a big-time competitor out here. If you're an Evo place or top 8, you're definitely doing the duty out here. Let's see if he's on that 9-to-5 plus overtime. He definitely has overtime with, you know, the big boys plus Shermie. But Yurikov, talking about Team Waifu, Yuri, I see.
Yeah, man. Yo, and team uniqueness too, because this is we haven't seen Yuri or Luong yet. We did see Elizabeth earlier from JMCrofts, but this is a very different team lineup for Team Waifus. And on the other side of too, I know I picked Team Coach Steve, but I got a lot of bias because this man's playing King of D. He's playing out here with King of Dinosaurs. He's got Team Grapplers on that side. You got the Ralph to start, you got the Dinosaur, and you got Shermie. So this is gonna be violence.
Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be violence. Yo, Yuri actually going with the Yuri. That's actually kind of wild. Many people kind of left this character to the side. I feel like when the character first dropped, or like the first part of release, people were playing her and kind of went to greener pastures. I think that she's still strong. Maybe not as strong with her command grab, not as good in this game, but she still has a lot of great tools. So we'll see if they're to well effect, especially as a point character. I'll tell you what's good at point is definitely Ralph, because he's good anywhere. You can put him in the back, front, don't matter where he's at.
one thing that at least works for Yuri is that mobility factor, right? Like you look at Chris, he likes having that rushdown game, but Yuri always has an option coming in with that air fireball, so you gotta respect it. You gotta make sure that you give her that check as she's coming in. But once again, 5D's a button. El Rosa got that damage. If you get knocked onto the ground, OTG's always coming through. You gotta watch out. But the cross up, getting the opener, sending them right back, smacking them up real big, giving them the backhand, kind of like Chris, who has the most hilarious super in the game.
XDP one touches ceiling, does it again, gets the win. The ground pound situation, make the bed rock. Hey,
Sit your ass down, be humble. I don't even know what else to say about that. Like, stop flying.
I see the chat saying, vamos, Rosa. Cheer for the boy out there, the homie. Yurikov getting the low. Right round start with it. But again, the stand D situation is so strong with this character. And Rosa want to get these anti-airs, but we staying grounded with it.
Yeah, Rosa has been not at all kind of hiding the fact that he's going for these anti-airs, because you recognize how much Yurikov loves to jump in, but Yurikov does in fact get that jump in, getting the KO there on Ralph, looking much better. But now it's the King of D. Dinosaur coming through.
God.
It's Jurassic Park type. Look, just understand that this is what it's going to be from this point forward. And that's too good of a name.
Yes, sir. My man's out here. Jump CD also really good with this character. They accept the splash. You get the counter hit. You see some sick conversions in the corner, which is super deadly. So you have to be out of that distance if Yurikov. Don't be in the corner. My man's hungry with it. He is hunting. Trying to find a low. Look at the defense right here from El Rosa. Cross up, but not deep enough. Some of these buttons, depending on how you jump in and what buttons you press, are going to give you more advantage or less.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! What good defense from Yurikov right there. You have to have some confidence for one to constantly poke up close against Dinosaur in the first place, and he's doing it. Great guard cancel though to get him. It's gonna be some solid damage. Go ahead, snatch him up.
Oh, you see the chase with the roll?
Hey, go ahead, grab it, put him back in, side switch, and watch your toes.
Eat him up like groceries. OTT, finish this man. One touch the ceiling. Run, Yuri, run. This is Jurassic Park right here. Oh, my man had the gap like that. He woke up with the lows, but the dashing EX connects. Make this man extinct.
Zangief, is that you? Look, I want somebody to take that moment and just edit it over. If you close your eyes, that's exactly what we just saw. 5 bars on deck for Luong though. Look, she real nice with it. She's, I mean, right now, like, what an amazing person right here. Just get to know you real quick. Thank you very much. You know what, Luong, I respect
Justin
you.
Wong.
That's all I'm saying.
I know he in the chat, he said that before. He was like, oh, this is a good character right here for the culture. For the culture, gets it confirmed into the super, the ceiling. This character is super annoying. She ain't gonna be dishing out a lot of damage, but her, like, after throw pressure with the flip kicks makes her even more difficult to deal with when it comes to hot pressure right after. So you gotta be worried about that, but she's not gonna be dealing out a ton. And some of that bar has to go far to make it real fun. But someone like El Rosa knows how to smooth and move, similar to what we saw from Reynald.
Oh yeah, this is a mobile grappler indeed, having a lot of bar on deck too. There's Elbow who got that better strat, but right now El Rosa getting cooked a little bit, having a hard time getting the openers, getting crossed up. Good block on the low though, pushing him over to the corner. He's got to get something going. He's got 3 bars on deck. He's gonna hurt.
Oh my God! Yeah, listen, we spin it, break the back out. Oh, we ain't done. You think it was done? You want to go for the fun? Look at this.
Suplex
for a roller coaster ride. Yeah! Not there just yet. What's the wake up situation? The dashing EX, oh my God! El Rosa! Say my name!
Vamos Rosa. That's all I gotta say, bro. You were saying the chat is running with it, and he came in and shut it down. Shermie with 3 bars is a menace. You had such a large lead. That was like 70 to 80% right off of that. Ow.
Yo.
Why you gotta do that to Wong like that? That's all I'm saying, though. Like, what she ever do wrong? She do me wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, she wild good. Yo, Shermie, y'all gotta update your tier list real quick, y'all. The Rachel is half the screen. Guess what? It shouldn't be like that. Well, no. Let her keep that. She need that.
No, she needs
her conversions into, like, when she's got bar too, and the extensions are so sick with it, so you don't want to let her grip you up. And Rosa with one of the stick it out to the team.
I don't know about that. I think getting gripped up might not be so bad, you know. Like maybe she just misunderstood. That's all I'm saying. All right. Look, I'm just in here to say what jwong can. That's all I'm saying. But so getting into game number 2, El Rosa coming in here with a very solid comeback. Ralph definitely looking very hot at the start, but was kind of shut down as it went along. The Yuri had a lot of approaches, but these anti-airs, it's just saying absolutely not.
The anti-airs right there with the DP, you know what I'm seeing? The dash up throw. Yuri, they've got to keep it a little bit more grounded, but it's hard because a lot of her good stuff does come from these demon flip situations that you see. Gets the jump in the throw. No back throw, though. I get that fireball, but El Rosa just jumping back like that. You got to worry about these DPs. We've seen a lot of the damage, at least half the health, has come from these anti-airs. Or the air-to-air right there.
Yeah, you got to watch out for walking yourself to the corner, too. That's pretty much what Rosa did. Just kept using DP as a way to keep you grounded. And then coming in with jump CD, you just got to respect it. And he's doing it right now. Jump rocket punch. But the run up grab, go ahead and slap him way out of the corner there. This is looking pretty solid. If you can get an opener. Oh, but that's good. Oh. Yuri going down.
That sounded like a rock. Gets a hit to find the finish. El Rosa with the Ralph pick. It didn't lose too much health with it either. Actually, pretty healthy and with the bar to go in with this.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Rosa. It's pretty much a similar situation to last time. Difference is, though, that Elizabeth plays much more grounded by comparison. He wasn't really jumping in as much, and he kept whip punishing the DPs.
Fights on the low once again, ending the situation with a strike. With a super.
So close.
Oh,
empty
the
jump
hot
grab.
roll.
Snatch his soul out of him real quick, bro. So smart. And this is basically just Shades of Game 1 once again.
Yeah. Conditioning too, right? We saw these anti-lows come through every so often, and so he went for the throw this time to mix. Now we talk about throws. The King of D himself! The King of D himself! Sink him! Oh, we're doing it again! Twice as nice!
Do it again!
Do it again! Oh, he's setting up for it.
Oh,
he's
the anti-air zone.
The anti
Where do you think you're going? I ain't saying you can leave.
Oh.
It's time for lunch.
Put it on the ground. Hit him with the ba 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 ba. Extinct.
Oh man, look, all I'm saying is just make sure we keep an eye out. Don't let him get the DNA. We don't need that in this lifetime. But right now, look, for Rosa, his anti-air game has been on point. We saw it with the Ralph. We're seeing it with Dinosaur 2, King of D. He's doing an amazing job poking him out. Oh wait a minute.
Safe and solid with it. Careful now. Don't get
Yurikov
opened up. You did all that work. It's one hit to do it. El Rosa trying to find the best way to play and not get opened up by this character. 2 bars is quite a bit to dash in. No throw though. Catches the low. The shimmy. The hit. That's a lot. One more hit to do it. The wake up throw. Sit him down.
Look, you may have got me on that last time. You mixed me with the empty jump low. I'm gonna wake up. Empty jump grab. I'm gonna wake up buttons too.
I see you.
El Rosa.
El Rosa.
He could close this right out here with Dinosaur. All he needs is a couple good mixes, and that's it. Wong needs to approach. You do not want to be up next to Dinosaur the whole time. That's gonna be a bad time for you. Oh,
that's actually the case. Ooh, but we over though with that. Easy work, but now you got one more on the deck. Shermie, who has been absolute hell for this person right here. We saw the range of the ES command grab. That's got to be in your head right here. That you be worried about. The bar at the bottom, finally success, going to be caught up in the corner. The fact that she can go damn near half screen with it, like all the way down the cul-de-sac like that, you got to be worried about that if you're Yuri.
Yeah, man, look, you sitting there, you see her flying down the turnpike like that after jumping in with all these kicks to condition you to stay grounded, so eventually that EX command grab just snatches you up. It's frustrating, because what can you do? Uh-oh, now you're in the corner. All right, well.
Oh, no. No, next, yo!
All right, back to the corner you go. Damage coming through. We ain't done. Oh.
Does it have another bar to find a finish, though? One more touch to seal it. The air-to-air right there. Interrupts the EX. The jump in for the win, Rosa!
What a stellar fight!
Taking it home, putting 1 point on the board there for Team Kizzie Kay. It's kind of what we expected. Getting second recently to Reynald in an incredible NLBC run. This man is so good, and that, bro, King of D, that's just the name of the game with this man. Like, he is just so good at grapplers. We saw it from the Shermie, we saw it with the Dinosaur, and then even the point there with Ralph just kind of shutting down the aggressive approach. What an amazing call, but my man's put in that work. However, was not enough at the end to get them in the lead. But remember, everybody, every single one of those individual rounds does matter when it comes to seeding later. So if there are tiebreakers, that could matter, that one extra win with Andy at the end come week 4. So we'll see if that matters later on. Or excuse me, Teiga over Andy with that one extra round over him there. See if that matters later on. But what an amazing first week, Cola. Absolutely incredible.
Oh, my God, that was fantastic. King of Fighters is popping, right? This is the I did not get in this game, especially like the last iteration that came out. I played it. I was like, it's cool, right? But this one's getting me going, and man, the matches are flowing. These have been fantastic. These have been sick. The scene's sick with it, and so have the matches today. Again, I got to give big love, even though my predictions were wrong. I'm a little bit upset about that, but what I'm happy about seeing is the action that we saw. No, I'm just kidding. What the heck?
Yeah,
My team, what's going on?
You already saw
on
Lumen in there too. Like we're gonna get to him in a moment. We're gonna get a little interview with Coach Steve. We'll let everybody know in a second. But it was funny because he literally, as the camera came up, just kind of staring at it like, "Bro, you ain't pick me." That's how it is. He's gonna tear you up.
Teiga, he's upset. You see, Teiga's upset.
you know Steve is gonna tear you up, right? He waiting.
Bro, don't bring on Steve. Don't bring on Steve or Teiga.
I think
we don't have to talk to them, right?
I think I definitely want to hear from Steve. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to hear from Coach Steve in a second, as we're gonna hear from him right now.
God.
Coach Steve. So, one of the two of us was a believer for good reason.
Cola.
Now,
Cola, look me in the eye. Look me in the eye.
Look me in the eye, bro.
You can't look me in the eye? What the hell's wrong with you? You do real. I put a team together of professional mashers, right? You know how difficult that is to deal with in a 2 out of 3 seconds?
Yo, true.
That's fair. Okay, but listen,
so much, and it worked.
So much. Okay,
I loved it.
But that's why I thought you were gonna lose, because I thought Teiga would throw the whole damn thing. I thought you had toxic take on your team. You bring it down with toxicity.
I said professional mashers. It's different. We're not just regular mashers.
Okay.
We do this literally for a living. I get paid to mash. It's crazy.
Yo, true. I've had chat closed this whole time just to kind of stay focused, but I gotta pull it up because I gotta see what Teiga's saying in the chat real quick.
Oh
now,
man.
Now,
you know what? I should have let Teiga do this interview.
No.
You're
I hear from him. Talk to me. Bro, talk to me.
Like,
talk to me.
You're lucky. I'm
All right, let me hear.
Listen.
What was your strategy going in, and what did you like doing, and what would you think was the strongest opponent? Answer those questions.
First of all, Rosa is really scary, by the way. Jesus Christ. But, I mean, my strategy is usually, if you can't stop me from mashing, I'm just going to keep mashing. So, like, mash and throw. I'll wake up, mash, throw literally like 90% of the time, because I'm not dying for it. So, like, I don't really care. My reward is going to be you get off me or I kill you. And if you can't kill me back, then I'm going to just keep doing it. That's how I play any game. It's the same thing.
Hey, yo, it worked, man. Now, with this team win that you just had here, watching everybody play through and then watching that last match, you know, Rosa definitely looked very strong. But how are you feeling confidence-wise moving forward in these next few weeks?
Oh, I think we're great, actually. It was a really good confidence boost for everybody on the team. They definitely all played well. So I'm excited for next week. I don't know who we play next week, but to be honest, I don't think it matters right now. I think we're in a really good spot. So.
Exactly. You got to play everybody every single week anyways. Oh,
yeah, true. Like, you won't got a choice. My final
day,
question, my only question is this. Are you looking to change your characters coming up with the DLC and stuff like that? And I guess as an addendum, can we just make sure that we don't get Teiga in any of these chats? But let's just answer the first one.
Nah, look, Teiga, just know I see you in the chat. I believe, bro. I believe.
I'm not sure yet. I have to spend enough time with them to really like see if I want to make any changes, because I think my teams are really strong anyway. So like I kind of don't see it happening, but you never know. There's a lot of time between now and next week, and like, you know, for the rest of this tournament too. So you never know what can happen.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all of that. Of course, can't wait to see you next week. Put on an amazing performance. That was incredible for the first week. And honestly, what an incredible start to everything. Coach Steve, everybody, make sure, for one, you go ahead and follow him on everything, because this man not only cook people at KOF, but cook people at Master Duel 2. Me and you need to play that at some point. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here on Fight Night Lights Out, first edition, episode number 1, brought to you by Wisdom. What an incredible start to everything, man. Honestly, Cola, what else can we say, man? This was just so much fun.
We can look back at the standings real quick with it, just to get a bit of what had happened, and maybe look into the future. Look at here, Justin getting 2, Coach Steve getting 2, Kizzie Kay with the 1, also JMCrofts getting 1 done too as well. You know, if we look back at some of the matches, they were really competitive, despite maybe the scores not being competitive as you might see. And I feel like that might be something we see later on, where the players get revved up, right? They get warmed up now that they understand, especially what's at stake and how the people are fighting with it. So again, great action. I'm loving it. Hope y'all at home loved it. If you clipped anything, at us on Twitter. Please let us know what you love. Make sure y'all follow Wisdom and give them shout outs and some love. This is the first foray into the FGC, and I cannot believe they let us talk the mess on the mic. All right, they really said, you know what?
Yeah,
Let's
man.
put Ajax and Seikola up on with the heat. Let's go.
When they hit me up and they told me it was you, I popped off. I literally popped off in the calls like, let's go, because we are going to be killing it every single week. Chat, we see you, we love you, we appreciate you. Remember, once again, you see that little heart icon? You can throw some love too to Wisdom, because this is where you're going to be tuning in, not only for these next few weeks, but for other stuff that they have in the future too, because if this goes strong, we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of these Fight Night Lights Out. Thank you so much for tuning in this first week. We will see y'all next Friday. Good night, everybody.
Peace.